What is going on, SHIB Army? It is Ahmed, and I am back today with yet another video for you all. Guys, welcome to the live stream, everybody. Sorry I'm a little bit late, quite a bit late actually, but regardless, thank you everybody that is going to be tuning in tonight. The overall market is recovering nicely. Cardano approaching $2, up 43% on the week. Things are looking really good, and we got a lot to talk about. Shiba Inu, a lot to talk about. Deepak, I see you, my man. How are you doing? Empress Ebony, how are you? I'm doing good, thank you. Oh man, Munim, Lewis, doing well. Miguel, it's been a while, guys. I haven't been on the live stream in a while. Fabio, come on, doing good, man. How are you doing? Hey. Welcome everybody to the stream. All right, we're about to get the party started. Let me go ahead and just make sure all the settings are up to date. Dang, I'm kind of rusty when it comes to streaming at this point. Oh man. Give me one sec here, folks, and make sure everything is good to go, which it looks like pretty good. We already have 171 people this late on a weekday. That's why I love the SHIB Army so much. We have so many things to talk about today. Welcome everybody to the live stream. Make sure you guys smash that like button if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel. So the overall market did correct today just a little bit, but it looks like things are coming right back up. Bitcoin approaching 46,000, holding strong over 45. So again, we're finding very strong levels of support. So again, this is actually very good news and information in my opinion. And we're going to talk about all the catalysts that are up and coming. But the number one thing I want to mention today, we will talk about different cryptocurrencies, some of the other tokens that we're all invested in outside of the Shiba Inu ecosystem. But what we need to discuss is what Satoshi said today on the 8/12/21 update. This was actually something that I did not expect whatsoever, but I was pretty excited about it overall. So let's see, Fabio says our Thursday nights instead of a party, here we are. Man, exactly. We're trying to just do one thing to get maybe a little bit better, right? So let's go ahead and talk about the Shiba Inu ecosystem update that Satoshi sent out earlier today. So he said a lot has happened since we last spoke, and then the hacks and security first design. So this is something that actually really impressed me as a person who utilizes Shiba Swap and somebody that is, a part of this ecosystem, that yes, there was a huge hacking, but the swap did a really good job preventing any type of losses for individuals that are utilizing it. So if we see here, you could see the greatest hack in history took place yesterday, as Satoshi says, and my heart goes out to those who lost their SHIBs. We are happy we saw an amicable ending to the situation where the hacker decided to return the SHIB tokens to their rightful owners. Think about that for a second. The hacker returned the tokens back to its rightful owners. That was just, that's unheard of, guys. Unheard of. The hack itself is a grand example of why we spent so long of a battle testing and polishing Shiba Swap before releasing it with security as our number one concern. Shiba Swap has 3 security features that, when combined, help to combat this type of infraction. Multi-sig wallet require multi-signatures for any high-level transactions. So for the people who've been kind of speculating, kind of feeling uncertain about utilizing the swap, here are some things that might hopefully silence a little bit of the FUD when it comes to that. So again, people were saying that, I don't want to use a swap. I don't know if the safest place to be. Well, here it is. Here are 3 different levels of security that they have. Of course, we know they passed the audits. All of these things, historically speaking, have already happened. But number 1 is the multi-sig wallets require multi-signatures on any high-level transaction. Excuse me. So the time lock gives us a 24-hour chance to stop any unusual activity that is initiated. So again, read that one more time. The time lock gives us a 24-hour chance to stop any unusual activity that is initiated. So if they see some whale trying to, or someone trying to hack or steal a bunch of cryptos, or someone cashing out all of a sudden out of nowhere, they have 24 hours to respond to that kind of thing before they address it. So again, time lock actually, excuse me guys, I don't know what's going on with me. But regardless, time lock actually is something that is super important when it comes to any exchange and any swap platform. Number 3, our platform is an ERC20 only, which cuts down on these hacks perpetrated on cross-chain platforms. This particular decision was fought hard by our community in the early days, but we have stood by our ERC20 only ethos and will remain in the space until our blockchain L2 Shibarium is complete. Let me give a big shout out to Sean Strigner, the first one with the super chat today. Thank you so much, Sean. He says over 1 billion pulled from Shiba Swap. Do you think the remaining 400 million will be pulled out? Oh, you're talking about the total volume locked, total value locked. I don't think so, man. I think a lot of people. So after the liquidity event, Sean, a lot of people ended up cashing out and either holding their money in wallets, right, on Coinbase wallet, MetaMask wallet, whatever it might be, and not utilizing the swap. But I think slowly but surely we're going to start to see more and more volume come back into the swap because people are going to realize that, hey, if I can make passive gains in any way, shape, or form, I want to do it. And the swap is one way to do that. So especially for those that are bullish on SHIB and its ecosystem being bone and leash and whatever else comes in the future, excuse me, guys, whatever else comes in the future, that's when we're going to start seeing what? The return of those investors that pulled out of their liquidity. But overall, nearly 400 million US dollars still in the, let's go ahead and just pull up the swap real quick. Shiba swap. Let's go ahead and look at the total value locked now, because I still think it's above 400 million. And let's see where we're at, 412 million currently. So again, people taking out their gains, whatever it might be. Regardless though, the reality is that more and more individuals, more and more holders are going to be coming into SHIB as they start seeing some good price action, when they start seeing things like a listing on Coinbase and bigger platforms that might get those, more the investors with less risk tolerance to actually come into Shiba Inu. So there's that for you. So again, Sean, hopefully that answers the question. And again, thank you so much for your support, my man. Really do appreciate it. So going right back here. So ERC20 only. And again, the ERC20 only ethos will remain in the space until our own blockchain, the L2 Shibarium, is complete. So that is the thing that we're looking forward to the most right now in terms of short term is Shibarium's integration. But the real question on everyone's mind and flooding my DMs is when burn. Well, let's talk about burn. The number one thing probably the Shiba Inu community has been asking for are continuous burns. And here it is. I have discussed the burn with Ryoshi many times in the past, and he made it clear that it is not ideal unless under the right circumstances. I didn't understand this at first, Shaitoshi says. But now after seeing other tokens with built-in burns, I see his point. Let's discuss the popular burn effect as Reflect. Okay, Reflect is a genius bit of code that burns a percent of any selling transaction and redistributes a percent to the holders pro rata. Okay, so far so good. As the token has more volume, all right, so more coming into circulation, more tokens are burnt to a burn address, and you will watch your holdings increase automatically. Cool. So we know a lot of different tokens that are doing this, and we can mention those in a little bit because some of them I actually do hold. When I first saw this in practice, I was amazed. How genius is it to just watch my wallet increase infinitely? In fact, this is a great way to constantly burn tokens. But it should be noted that the pro rata statement makes this mechanism a benefit for whales, as their wallet will get the lion's share of each reflection. Therefore, for SHIB, this is not an ideal burn mechanism because it's not only a burn, it's a redistribution tactic. The whales get more, right? The rich get richer. That's something that Satoshi and the Shiba Inu developers are trying to 100% stay away from, which in my opinion, that's something that you and I should be extremely ecstatic about and very, very happy that they're actually looking out for us, and they don't want whales to manipulate the price, and they don't want the whales to have the most benefit. Rather, kind of equal share across the ones who are holding maybe a little bit of SHIB and those who are holding big positions as well. So now, I've also seen the idea of just a straight up burn. I get messages like stop effing around, shy, burn half the supply. To this camp of our army, I want to make it clear that to do so, I'd have to purchase half the supply myself. So make sure you guys understand that Shaitoshi doesn't just, as one of the visionaries, and you can call him pretty much, the Shiba Swap developer and one of the devs, if you will. He doesn't have the money, nor does he have the tokens in his own wallet to just burn out of nowhere. That's not how it works with these developers. So he says here, I'd have to purchase half the supply. Not happening. Besides, the Wolfmeister already burned nearly half the supply when it was worth $3 billion. We know who that was. Mr. VB, Vitalik Buterin. So, this leaves me with a final strategy. SHIBARMY, the diamond handers that have been waiting. Here it is. Small purchases over time that are burnt. To initiate this, we have encouraged many tokens and projects to use ShibaSwap and burn SHIB. To do our part, we implemented a $25,000 Shiba Inu burn and a $25,000 leash burn on every Wolf listing. So we know what happened when this was announced. The price action, if we go to Shiba Inu real quick, and we look at probably at this point, it's probably the 7-day chart. We were consolidating for such a long time, right around 610 to 630 Satoshi units. But then we saw this thing literally start to rise, and the chart just went overall parabolic and bullish because of the announcement of what? Because of the announcement of a burn. Because that's what excites communities, and that's what excites individuals. Because when you hear the word burn, people start to buy back in, and they say, finally, they're listening to what the community wants. And as a community-driven cryptocurrency, all we are looking for and all we want is to see us succeed individually and collectively as one. So, we know that this thing went all the way. SHIB token went to 880 Satoshi units, but it retraced down as the overall market had a slight correction as well, all the way to 710. But lately, we've been consolidating nicely, fam. We've been doing really, really well since Monday, holding strong, 770, 780 Satoshi units, which is actually something that we should all be super, super happy about. Because whenever we see consolidation at higher lows, right, that's actually a sign that maybe, just maybe, if any positive catalysts come about, we will see what? Yet another bull run, and that return to all-time highs makes a lot more sense in the short and long term. Now, back to what Satoshi was saying. Furthermore, to make sure we take care of the community, we ask these tokens to donate $50,000 in their native token to be distributed to the community. We even watched a new community create a token, Ryoshi Vision, dedicated to our founder. This token built in 1% redistribution to SHIB holders into their tokenomics. We encourage these behaviors, tokenomics, and designs because this is one concept that will lead to a 6 or 7-figure total payout to SHIB holders next week. That's huge for Shibians who aren't even a token holder. Now let's take a time out. For all of you that might be invested in Ryoshi, including myself, you guys know I made a video about it, and this thing has been on fire. Has been doing really, really well. So we all bought in. If you guys joined when I bought in, it was right around 650, about 650 Satoshi units. So if we go back, let's see if we can see where it was. I think I made the video on the 10th. Maybe it was 600. It was around 650 that I bought it. So we're up 50%, folks. 50% from our initial investments on Ryoshi token. So again, the fact that you guys know the reason, remember, I'm not a financial advisor, of course, nor are my videos for financial advice. Rather, I always try to put you guys on the plays that I'm in. I say that time and time again. And Ryoshi token was one of those that I quickly got into, and I told everybody about it. So if you're not on the Patreon or if you're not a YouTube channel member, make sure you click the join button below, or go ahead and click the link for Patreon so you can get in on the plays as soon as we do. I know people who bought in 25, 30 Ethereum worth of Ryoshi and have made 50% return on their investment. So if you do the math, that's not a few, that's $25,000, $30,000 in the span of only a couple days. And this is only the beginning. This token, the fact that it's backed by SHIB, its tokenomics speak loudly, and Satoshi talked about it in his update today. The fact that their tokenomics allow for that redistribution to the SHIB holders, so the ones that are burying SHIB in the swap, those are the kind of things that we like to hear as Shiba Inu holders. So if you're someone who's a Shiba Inu holder and you truly are bullish on this ecosystem, any token or any project that comes about that helps out our project as well, that works hand in hand, Again, a symbiotic relationship between the two. It's kind of a no-brainer. It becomes a no-brainer to potentially invest in that as well. But again, do your own research, of course. So, as he says here, after he talked about Ryoshi Vision, the token, that's huge for the Shibians who aren't even holders of the token. That is big. Now, when combined with our goal of 1,000 WEBULL listings this year, we believe this is a good sustainable start to when burn question. It should be noted though that it is not the ending. Shibarium, Shi, and ShibaNet provide a myriad of burn opportunities that revolve around this utility burn concept. Remember, utility burn is super important. Not just regular old burn the tokens. Utility burns are actually really, really good. And that's why I like, for example, Ryoshi token. Even Saitama Inu, another project that I really like, and I'm still holding on from my initial investment. People have been asking me about it. I'm holding on tight because, again, I like when they have burns with some utility to them as well. So again, he says the utility concept. Regardless, in this way, not only does SHIB and leash burn, they gain utility, usage, and daily active users. And let me make sure I have slow mode activated real quick. One sec here, folks. Customization, slow mode, 25 seconds. There, slow mode is now activated. So hopefully we'll see a little less. Now, back to what I was saying. They gain utility, usage, and daily active users. From a long-term growth perspective, I hope you can see why we chose this route to burn Shiba Inu ecosystem tokens. Makes total sense to me, in my opinion. Utility burns are a lot better and more effective and more. Again, guys, the thing that we all have to realize about SHIB token and for the Shiba Inu ecosystem, the thing that we all have to realize is this is not something they're trying to just pump overnight. They want to see long-lasting gains. They want to see month over month, 10, 15, 20% gains month over month. Because if we go by in that pace, right, month over month, 30, 40, 50% gains, say, this thing will not only start breaking off these zeros and eating up these zeros, no. And when people say, dude, what are you talking about? 1 cent price target for Shiba Inu? That doesn't make any sense in my head, right? Things don't have to make sense. Look at Michael Saylor. What did he say about Bitcoin yesterday? The article that came out on Yahoo Finance and also on Forbes. What did that say? Michael Saylor, right? Just a random investor, not even really understanding or bullish on the crypto space, but he says Bitcoin, if it surpasses the market cap of gold at 14 trillion with a $500,000 price target, this thing has it could probably not, it won't slow down at all till potentially getting to a $300 trillion market cap, $14 million per Bitcoin. When we hear stuff like that, folks, when we start listening and understanding what in the world is happening with the crypto space, why do we see random bullish runs out of nowhere? It's because people start seeing news like this. Investors like Michael Saylor, who have been very, very, accurate with their price targets or predictions, right? He was able to short the housing market, which nobody else in history really has, publicly speaking. But regardless, when we hear things like that, it gets people's eyes open, especially on Wall Street, the big institutional investors. And that's the thing with Shiba Inu right now. You guys have to understand that Coinbase played it smart. They sure did delist it on their main platform. On Coinbase Pro, they listed us on June 16th, I think it was, and then June 17th, they delisted us. 2 months later, we're still delisted off of their regular platform. A few days ago, about a week back now, Coinbase Institutional did actually list Shiba Inu to allow institutional investors to start investing, those with a $10 million portfolio or more. So when you fathom that for a second and think about it and say, are they going to list Shiba Inu on Coinbase ever again? The answer always should be yes. Because what? Coinbase is a publicly traded company, folks. It is a publicly traded company that has literally what's the word I'm looking for here? They just basically have no conflict of interest in terms of listing SHIB versus delisting them. They have the right to directly come out and say, we are not listing Shiba Inu. They didn't have to say, oh, we're actually experiencing technical difficulties, which is what the reality was of the token. So what you guys need to understand is they wouldn't waste people's time by saying that. The relisting will happen. Shiba Inu will pass 1,000 Satoshi units. Shiba Inu will pass 2,000 Satoshi units. And it will go back to all-time highs. All of these things aren't just a maybe or an if. It's when. When. And for me, it's going to happen a lot sooner than most of you are anticipating. So 400, 500% increase in price for Shiba Inu in the short term is very, very likely in my opinion. Very likely. By end of year, easily, I think for this token, we can easily see it go back to at the very minimum all-time highs, if not double that, and a 10x from current value. But again, I'm not a financial advisor, just showing you guys how bullish I am, and that's why I put my money where my mouth is and I continue to buy this token. Anytime it dips significantly and I think it's a great buying opportunity, I'll get in. My man M. Anderson dropping the $10 super chat. Thank you so much, man. He says, M. Anderson in the building. I sold 300 million SHIB on the pump for Ethereum. I felt bad, but SHIB dip and I bought it back. Still holding well over $1 billion. We love you, your pop. M. Anderson, my man, I appreciate you so much. And really, again, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. But that's okay, right? And that's the thing. You found an opportunity. You executed on the opportunity. And guess what? You made some decent gains. Shiba Inu pulled back. I don't know. Again, if you're someone who could read charts, if you know how to read technical analysis, good for you, man. That's something that you should not be upset about, or you should be, you shouldn't feel bad at all. Basically, is what I meant to say. Be happy, man. The fact that you came back in, you still have that diamond hand mentality, and you're looking forward for the future of this cryptocurrency. So congratulations on your big win there, because Ethereum definitely has been pumping. I'm so thankful. I actually got in and bought Cardano right around $1.30, I think it was $1.25, $1.30, and Cardano has just been killing it. $1.96, up 42% on the week. So it's pretty awesome when you're able to kind of make gains like that in such a short amount of time. So again, and for Ryoshi, we're up 50%. So let's keep it going, folks. And Elijah Eddy dropping the $5 super chat. Thank you, Elijah, for your support, my friend. I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you. Now, back to what Shaitoshi was saying. So, SHIB's future. We know a lot of different WEBULL listings. They're going for at least 1,000. So there's a long way to go, but slowly but surely we're getting there. So SHIB's future. After my last post discussing the integration of leash and bone into our future products, I received a myriad of messages inside the bat signal. What about SHIB? What's the future of SHIB? Let me make this clear. This is SHIBA. Kick student to the infinite pit, number 300. Or Ryoshi would say, SHIBA is SHIBA. In my opinion, says Shaitoshi, all the work we are doing is for SHIBA holders and SHIBA token. The infrastructure we build will help SHIBA be accepted at more locations worldwide, give rewards to our holders and ex-SHIB holders, while helping to grow the ecosystem into a large place where people happily utilize SHIB tokens, products, and services. This is going to be multifaceted, folks. SHIB isn't a poop coin, right, for YouTube purposes, or a meme token. SHIB is a global brand and decentralized ecosystem of loosely related communities. Brand value can be translated into dollars, and in our case into burn power or returns, rather easily when maximized. You've seen this with the large number of stores that sell SHIB teas and other SHIB products with our silent blessings. Now imagine a future where SHIB is accepted alongside Leash, Bone, and WBTC, Rep Bitcoin, amongst other tokens, on our own chain and platform. This is the future that increases utility and usage, as noted above, and helps us gain a place in decentralized history. Oh man, Shaitoshi. My main man David Jameson dropping the $5 as well. Can you explain again the bonus that Ryoshi holders will receive in ex-SHIB? Absolutely, David. I'm gonna mention that in just a moment. And Elijah Eddy says, "Hey, your pop, I want you to explain or go over the portfolio on SHIBA. LOL, I'm sorry, I don't know how to use YouTube." No worries, Elijah. And again, thank you for your support, my friend. So let's go ahead and answer David's question. And Elijah, I got you as well. So can you explain the bonus that Ryoshi holders will receive in ex-SHIB? Yes. So if you go to Ryoshi Vision, right? Here it is, Ryoshi Vision. Go directly on their website. Let's see, what's the easiest way I can do this? if we go here, I want to make sure we're not on the wrong site. Let's go on Twitter. Let's see, Ryoshi Vision. There we are. Let's see. Oh, here it is. No, that's CoinGecko. Shucks. That's not what we're looking for. I'm trying to go on their website. You guys, some of you are probably cringing. Here we go. Ryoshi Vision. Alright, so if you scroll down on their website, just gonna stop for a second, folks. Rewarding XShiba. So remember, for anybody that has XSHIB, that's part of the Shiba Inu ecosystem, you know that the only way to get XSHIB is by burying Shiba Inu tokens. Okay? I think most of you already got that. So they're rewarding users that have buried SHIB on ShibaSwap by redistributing 1% of every transaction to anyone holding XSHIB. So if you have XSHIB on your wallet, that collateral token, if you will, that means you're actually utilizing the swap and staking your SHIB tokens, you're going to be receiving 1% of every transaction to anyone holding XSHIB. So 1% of every transaction to anyone holding XSHIB. Let's try to fathom that for a second. So let's say, for example, a person, because there's not that many holders right now for Ryoshi. So for all the ones that are already invested, especially the early on investors, those are the ones that are going to be probably seeing the most substantial amount of gains, right? Because 1% amongst 100,000 people, not so much. 1% again, amongst 10,000 people, okay, a little better. 1,000 people, even better. So right now for Ryoshi, I think there's 2,000 holders for this cryptocurrency. There's really not that many. And Ebony says it won't let me buy Ryoshi. Ebony, the only place to buy Ryoshi, the only place to buy it is actually on ShibaSwap. And I think there's some, there has been some confusion about it. But if you want to know, it's super easy to buy. The only way to really do it is you go on here and you click swap Ethereum for, you just copy paste the address. So make sure you have the right address. Click Ryoshi, hit the little syringe here, the little settings button, and change your slippage tolerance to 3%. If you don't change it to at least 2.5%, it's not going to let you swap. So I would recommend you change your slippage tolerance to 3%. Again, I'm not telling you guys to buy. I'm just telling you guys how to buy. You make your own decision, do your own due diligence, do your own research, because I'm not a financial advisor. But again, set your slippage to about 3%, and that's how you do it. So for any token that you want to buy on the swap, if you set that slippage, it just gives you, because again, it's so volatile right now, that's really the only way to go about it. So again, settings, and then go from there. Yep, no problem. So let's go back for a second, because someone else asked the question. Let me scroll up. David. So hopefully, David, that answers your question. It's going to be directly into wallets how you receive those tokens. And then Elijah Eddy says, I wanted to explain, go over the portfolio on ShibaSwap. I'm sorry, I don't know how to use YouTube. So yeah, Elijah, I think I know what you're asking, but the most simple way to do it is if you go directly on ShibaSwap and then click Bonefolio Analytics. This is just a place, for me, the only thing that I use this platform for when it comes to the actual Bonefolio is my portfolio right down here. There's a lot of different things that you could look at. You know, what wolf pools, you can look at, you know, how much the APR, APY is for SHIB, leash, bone. You could see all these things. Maybe pending, all the different pairings right there. But for me, the big thing that I like to look at is the portfolio. So if you click portfolio here, you could see, looks like they even did some updates. So you could see portfolio. So bone, value, SHIB. So let's go ahead and look at this together real quick. So right now, what it's showing is invested 696. So this is for what? This is for bone. So it looks like I deposited a total of 253 bones. $696.87. There's I haven't withdrawn any. My ROI all time so far has been 10 cents. So not much at all, because I only started doing this, I don't know how many days it's been now. So not much at all though. If we look at XSHIB and SHIB, I have 112 million deposited. I have had, let's see here. The pending amount is still right around that same. Looks like since the beginning, I've gained an additional 20,475 SHIB tokens, right? And again, let's see, doesn't really show much there. The big thing for me that I like to see is what's happening in the liquidity pools, because this is where I've seen personally the most gains. So again, $1,138.77 invested. The profits that I made are $973, which I'm very, very happy about, of course. And then you could see the total value, or the value, $1,015. So again, that's from a 225 bone and 0.14 Ethereum liquidity pool. What I have in the liquidity pools together. So Bone Ethereum are the only ones that I have currently in the pool. So for my SHIB to XSHIB, not much there. So again, really with my portfolio, it's nothing too exciting, if you will, but you know that I'm holding a lot of liquid tokens as well. So if you click Berry SHIB, you see that I'm currently holding 263 million SHIB token, and then the total buried 112 million SHIB. So I should probably be burying the rest, but I'm thinking about actually adding to the liquidity pools. So using the full amount of the 263 million and putting those directly into the liquidity pool. So SHIB Bone or something along those lines. Kind of one of my goals for the long term. And my man, what's the name there? M Thompson 74 with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, M Thompson. Hey, your pop, great content, bro. I have about 1 billion Ryoshi Vision token in liquidity pair with wrapped Ethereum. How do I get it in my MetaMask wallet? How do I get it in my MetaMask wallet? So if you have tokens currently in liquidity pairs, if you're asking, so you want, if I'm understanding right, you want to remove the pair or do you want to keep the pair in there, Thompson? Because if your question is, how do I get, let's see, 1 billion Ryoshi token in liquidity pair with wrapped Ethereum, how do I get it in my MetaMask wallet? Thompson, maybe elaborate on that real quick, because I'm just wondering, do you mean how do you get your tokens? I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. How do you separate them and put them back into your wallet just as, you know, basic liquid tokens, or is that not what you mean? Thompson, I'm gonna let you maybe just let me know what you mean by that real quick, just to make sure I have a better understanding. Farhan Iqbal, thank you so much for the $5 super chat as well, my man. He says, can you please Satoshi if he will consider support Pulse until L2 is released so we can use Shiba Swap with no fees, or is that not possible? Use Pulse. So again, as an ERC20 token, I'm not sure actually, Farhan. I can ask him that question if you'd like me to, because Saturday should still be Satoshi Saturdays, where he answers all the questions from the community. So let me go ahead and touch base with him, Farhan. Let me write that down so I don't forget real quick here. Give me one sec. Let me go back to Satoshis. Let's see. Support. Because I'm not quite sure what Pulse is, Farhan, but I'm guessing it's some sort of blockchain that might not have a blockchain without so much fees like the ERC20 or the Ethereum blockchain, because those gas fees are insane. All right, let's go ahead and finish this up, because there's only a little bit left here. So let's go ahead and wrap up the article. So we went through the burn. We're looking at SHIB's future right now. So building this isn't easy, he says. I've been an entrepreneur many years, and working in a truly decentralized manner is mind-numbing. I can assure you that at least one proposal on my virtual desk is a hacker waiting to drain us, like the hack I mentioned above. We don't have the loyalty of a newfound hires like in a centralized business. We've seen people switch to the new hot token or just do their best to dox me or my team for whatever nefarious reason. Ultimately, we are doing the best with the resources we have and are trying to save our best marketing plays for when we have the structure in place to capitalize on the influx of holders and users. Millions in marketing dollars spent will gain us. Very, very good here. Not just a big pop and then back to when Moon, Dogecoin Super Bowl commercial. It's a slow, agonizing process that I'm grateful to be a part of. So well said, folks. Again, our goal is not to pump, and then dump. That's not the idea here. I know a lot of you as SHIB holders, including myself, we get excited when we see a pump. And I love seeing the pump, but I hate seeing the dump. I have never, ever dumped my tokens just because, right? You guys know my investment strategy. It's simple. The most simple investment strategy in the world. I put in money. When my money doubles, I take out my initial and I play with 100% zero risk tolerance, so therefore I can stomach all the volatility in the world. It makes it easy. And thank you so much, Jay Holcomb 0305 with the $3 super chat. I appreciate you, my man. Thank you for your support. And we also have Imaj251, the man, the myth, the legend, joining us live tonight. Thank you so much, Imaj, for the $5 as well. Can you check your Instagram? I sent you a message. Sure thing, Imaj. Is this something that you want me to address on the chat? Let me look. Instagram. Let's see what we have. Mr. Johnson. There he is. All right. Imaj, you want me to read your message out loud, or do you want me to keep it kind of between us? Just let me know in a regular chat here. Let me know. I like this so far, Imaj. I like what you've written. Vibi Vargas, let's go, my main man. Vibi Vargas coming in hot. What up, Army? Your pop. I have 11 liquidity pool tokens that make me 6 bones a day. Can't wait till Bone starts mooning. Gonna be awesome daily passive income growth. Let's go, man. That's so awesome. So excited for everybody to start seeing some really, really substantial gains in their portfolios. I love it. Love it. Appreciate you, my friend. Yeah, but ultimately it's up to Imaj. Let me ask here. Want me to read? If he says I can read it, I'll definitely read it, because he talked about, I think his perspective here is actually really, really cool. Because Imaj is someone who's been in the crypto space for a really long time, and we like to hear his input. But let's keep going. So again, we're not looking for just that big pop and then when Moon, Super Bowl commercial, and then a big dump afterwards. We want to see substantial, decent gains over time. We got George Crozier in the chat and the Visionary. Man, all the elite members on tonight. Let's go, family. They say smash that like button. Yes, if you haven't already, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. The more people, of course, that are watching the stream and the videos, the more people are going to be informed about this great ecosystem, this great cryptocurrency, and all the future that it has in store. So much potential. So the SHIBA Incubator. Speaking of slow, the response for our incubator has been overwhelming. I've been working on the proper structure to handle the influx of businesses and artists into the incubator, and will officially open it for new submissions sooner than late April. And again, we talked about the incubator a little bit and NFTs, of course. Feel free to send an email to wolf@shibatoken.com. Looks like that's where you can go if you have anything to submit regarding the SHIBA Incubator, and it says here to get the process started even before the official launch. The goal is to have our small team of volunteers ready to explain how it all works, and also be prepared to look for hackers and scammers. Next, let me give some updates. Updates. Please note that ShibaSwap returns are now bi-weekly, every other week. This means that there will be one weekend where no returns are distributed. Don't panic, they're coming. remember to hashtag use ShibaSwap, as the returns are calculated based in usage of the swap. Finally, let's set a goal for the SHIB Army. We have proven that word of mouth is the best form of marketing. I'd like to challenge us all to reach 1 million holders by the end of the year. Having a base of 1 million holders will give Shibarium and Shiba Net a powerful start that will rock the world. Let's rock the universe, everybody. Let's rock the universe. And guess what? The way to start it today is smashing that like button, folks. I tell you not, I kid you not. The fact is, smashing the like button, subscribing to the channel, getting this video out to more people is the way to really start that spreading using the word of mouth. Literally, for me, it's utilizing the YouTube space. For some of you, it's Twitter. For others, it's Instagram. Whatever it might be, social media will help us expand and get this project going on the road. I love it. I love the potential that it has. Shiba Bone Collector, Kandeja Foods, thank you so much for the $10 super chat, Kandeja. For the month of August, I've earned 1,944 bones, 162 bones average per day. Holy smokes. From my 309 liquidity pool bones Ethereum pair. But SHIBs looks like it's ready to blow up. Do you think bones will keep pace? Oh, that is so hard. Kandeja, that is very, very tough. For the Shiba Bone Collector asking a really, really good question. Will Bone follow in suit and actually strive? That's a tough one. That's a really tough one. I don't know when, but it's going to. In my opinion, I think truly that it's going to. The only thing I have as a question for you, Kandeja, is are you diversified still across the ecosystem? That's the big question that I have. Because if the answer is yes, good. If not, maybe consider it. I'm really happy to hear that you're making those kind of substantial gains. And again, only time will truly tell where we are headed in terms of price action and in terms of where Bone is going to go as well. So it's all about time. All about time. Oh man. Sorry, I've been so obsessed with the Ryoshi chart. There's a few people who just keep coming in and dumping it as we're pumping, which is kind of annoying. But overall, up 50% from our initial investment. So happy with those gains. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Right now in the chat, let me know if you guys are invested in Ryoshi Vision. I just love the fact that they're rewarding ex-SHIB holders. I think it's brilliant. Brilliant marketing from their team. Genius. My man Joe donated $20. Wow, Joe, thank you so much, man, for the $20 super chat. I appreciate you, my brother. Really do. Thank you so much, man. It says, your pop, when we're done here, let's meet up at shibachat.com, a chat room for the SHIB Army. Have never heard of it, man. Is this something that you created? Has anybody heard of that? Shibachat.com. I don't know what it is, but I will say that usually I like to use Discord or something that's a little bit more public. So I'm not sure about a chat room though. That's interesting though. But I appreciate you and your support. And Volvo Status says I still need Shiba to pay for my wedding next year. Shiba unleashed to the moon. Smyrn, man, Volvo. I keep saying Volvo. Volo. Remember, I called you Volvo last time as well. Man, oh man, oh man. Man. I'm hyped. I'm hyped for the future, and I'm hoping that one day your wedding will be paid for, Mr. Volo. So let's see here. Other crypto assets that we're currently holding and see how they're doing, right? So Ryoshi is killing it. The token is doing really, really well. The trade volume is looking fantastic still. And again, how many holders? Does anyone know in the chat right now that's holding or who bought Ryoshi? How many holders are there currently for Ryoshi token? I could probably go on their website and see that. I don't know if they keep those kind of analytics though. You can go to view chart on Dex Guru. Not even sure. Not even sure. Oh, Etherscan. That's a good point. You could go on Etherscan. 2,958 holders for Ryoshi. Sheesh. So if you want to talk about early, Ryoshi token, right? For all the ones that are with me on, Patreon and the ones who have joined the membership, You guys know I'm gonna try to always put you guys on the plays that I am in ASAP. First and foremost, of course. But wow. We have made very decent gains, guys, and I'm so happy with the numbers that we have been seeing. So, and also people have been asking about Saitama. Guys, I'm holding Saitama Inu. So let me do this real quick. Let me show you guys on the stream right now what I'm holding, so people can, stop saying that I just pump and dump, because I have not done that. You guys, if you're subscribed to this channel and you come back and watch my video every day, like there's a reason for that. And I'm a man with integrity. If I say I believe in something, I truly do. So I'm gonna show you guys right here. Saitama Inu. For all the Saitama Inu holders, I have not sold a single token. Still holding 7 billion, 670, or what is that? 76 billion, 792 million, 500, maybe I said that wrong. 7 trillion, 679. Okay, let's slow down. 7 trillion, 679 billion, 250 million, 0. I think that's what it is. Is it 7 billion? Yeah, 7 billion. Oh man. Yeah. Anywho, I think that's the number. Let's do this one more time. 0, 10, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions, 10 million, 100 million, billion, 10 billion, 100 billion, 767 billion, 926 million tokens that I'm holding for Saitama. There's point one. Point two, Ryoshi. I'm holding 34 billion, 904 million, 200,000 Ryoshi tokens. Pay attention to these numbers. I want you guys to timestamp this and pay attention to the numbers. Because when you come back and talk to me in a week or 2 weeks, unless they double in price, where I'll take my initial investment out, I'm going to continue to hold, because that is my investment strategy and that's what I always encourage. So when you have no risk in the market, you're no longer worried about the volatility. Grapefruit token, believe it or not, still holding 2 billion, 175 million, 750,000 tokens. Haven't sold a single one. So again, when you want to talk about a man with conviction, come talk to me, because I'm somebody that really will never, ever budge or nudge when it comes to my investments. I invest into things that I believe in. I invest into to things that I believe in long term. I see that they have some potential, regardless of what other people might say about them. Whatever FUD is spreading around, when I see FUD and I see sell-offs, hey, that's a pouncing opportunity for me. That is a time when I'll buy even more, especially when I start seeing the market scared. Whoo! You guys know, man. You guys know what I do. We pounce. When they panic, we pounce. Farhan here says, what pair can give 10 plus bones a day? I have 433 bones buried, and I have leash and 5 billion chip. What would give me the best bone returns? Oh man. So Farhan, the best bone returns, man, that would definitely be, I think hands down, and Kandeja can maybe correct me, is bone Ethereum liquidity pairs. So if we go on the swap here and go to right here, woof. Let's let it load right over here. So bone Ethereum. This liquidity pool, I think, yields the highest number of bones over time. So, and again, I'm saying I think. That's again just me sharing my perspective there. Bone Ethereum right here. I think this liquidity pair. So for me, I've made a lot of bone. So I have 246 unwoofable bone, 58 bone ready to woof, which I should probably woof at some point. I'll do so soon. I kind of like watching it collect. I know it's weird. It doesn't make sense. But not everything has to make sense sometimes. And I currently have 5.53 liquidity pool tokens. So it was initially about a $1,000 investment that I made, and I've already made that money back over the span of a few weeks. So can't complain, man. Really happy with the gains that I'm seeing. Oh man, the first yawn. Hopefully no more yawns tonight. Nobody yawn. I made you all yawn. Oh man, that's great. Man, have you guys been looking at Cardano? Like, this is a side note. Another play that we're all in. You guys know, with smart contracts on the way at $63 billion market cap. My goodness. Wow. Cardano going back to all-time highs shortly. It's gonna happen at $2.40. The whole market looks like it wants to hit all-time highs, and the projects that people really that have true backing, real tokenomics, real utility, those are the ones that we'll see succeed. Man. Man, oh man. Visionary Dreamin' says bat to pounce right now. Let's go, my man. Let's do it. Holding every single token, my friends. Let me read the chat for a little bit. Let's lay back and read some of this chat. What up, SHIB world? At your pop, Saitama is getting listed on HotBit in 3 to 4 hours. Man, yeah, listings are going to be the biggest. So for any of these, meme-like currencies, if you will, the up and coming, the ones that are piggybacking off other projects. Excuse me. Oh, let me make you all yawn too. But regardless, the fact is that all these projects, the biggest catalyst for them obviously is most of them have very little amount of holders, right? So as more holders come in, obviously the bigger the price jump we'll see. And in addition to that, what else? We'll start seeing listings. So once they get listed on these bigger exchanges, more accessibility, people are going to ask, what is this new token that's being added? They'll start doing some research and be like, okay. So for Ryoshi and for Saitama Inu, I think both of them really might have some pretty big things in the horizon. But for Ryoshi, how early someone just asked, Ryoshi has less than 3,000 holders right now. 3,000 individuals. That's like a high school. Not much. Shiba Inu has 620,000. So 20 times as many holders. And for Ryoshi, again, it's right there. It's basically their tokenomics and everything in terms of their burn. They're right there with the big dogs. They're right there with the entire SHIB ecosystem. Yes, they're separate, but they're backing each other up. And Rajendra says, "Hi, brother. When can we expect the next bull run going to start?" I think we're gonna see it now. Literally right now, the overall market is starting to recover really, really nicely, and I think we're gonna start seeing the bull run return to all-time highs and surpass them. I think as soon as any time now. But when we see double-digit green on the 7-day charts, we're starting to see what looks like the bull run at this given moment. Dogecoin up 34, XRP up 34 on the week, Ethereum up 12.5, Cardano up 42. Like, you guys have got to remember, in previous bull runs, this is exactly the kind of price action that we saw. Shiba Inu up 25%. Things are looking really good on the 7-day chart. Yes, we're seeing a little bit of a correction today, but that creates big opportunities for what? For tomorrow. Shiba Bone Collector says, Bone Ethereum liquidity. Thank you again for the $10, Candesia. Bone Ethereum liquidity pair is by far the highest. You will earn 3 to 3.5 bones for every $1,000 invested. By the way, most of my investment is in the pair because I want to double my bones. Sorry guys, I have to make you all yawn tonight because we're doing a late night stream. I had a long day. I had a 9-hour work day, so 10 hours total actually, and then I went to the gym for a couple hours. But we're still here tonight streaming about Shiba Inu because guess what? We are here to clear out any FUD and keep the excitement going for this cryptocurrencies. And we're gonna have some yawns on the way to make you all sleepy. But let's see. So again, Canadian says $1,000 invested. By the way, most of my investment is in the pair because I want to double my bones holding by January. Let's go, Candesia. The Shiba Bone Collector speaks out loud. And then Hovi asks who will decide on a bull run. Well, it's not us. It's the market. It's the overall sentiments. That's what decides on the bull run. And the fear and greed index is the other indicator you can kind of use. So you guys know I'm someone who I've been retweeting it a little bit lately. I could probably do more of it. But let's see. You go to Bitcoin. Let's see. There it is. Bitcoin fear and greed index. because Bitcoin is Big Daddy Bitcoin, right? Everything follows in its basically in its price action, and then if Bitcoin does well, all coins do well, but they could do well at a more substantial rate, of course. But regardless, here you guys can see currently it is sitting at let's see, 70. So there's a lot of greed in the market and not much, a lot of greed in the market and not much fear. So that means things are looking very, very bullish, very, very bullish. So loving when I see there's a lot of greed in the market. And shout out to Adawiya becoming an elite member. Thank you so much, Adawiya, for becoming an elite member of the channel. Appreciate your support and love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, so going back to the fear and greed index, when you see things looking like this, you know, again, very, very bullish, that is a very good sign in terms of a lot of people are starting to feel like, hey, this is actually a good thing to invest in. And hey, maybe we should all consider getting in on the cryptocurrency space, if not just straight up getting in on Bitcoin. So at 70, it's looking good. Now, when the market gets overly greedy, that is when you and I need to maybe have a little bit of fear as well. So that's one thing that we should also continue to consider. When there's the more fear that we see, or the more greed that we see in the market, that is when we should maybe have a little bit of fear. But again, thank you, Adawiya, so much for becoming an elite member. Do appreciate your support. Why Arhuns asks, why are all coins going up but Bone is going down? So I think there's a lot of different reasons, right? So for the ecosystem entirely, more and more Bone are getting minted into circulation. So again, the demand is not meeting, or the supply is not, the demand is not meeting the supply that's getting minted into circulation. And at some point, less and less Bone is going to come in, and we'll see what happens. So it all depends. It all depends on where we go. And Adawiya, one of the new elite members, says, please tell me your honest price prediction for September. Oh man, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. So by September, or by the end of September? So by the beginning of September, if the overall market continues its bull run and we get listed on Coinbase, easily I think we'll surpass 1,000 Satoshi units, 1,000 to 1,200. By the end of September, again, if we see some momentum that follow the momentum of August, 13, 14, 15, 1,600, even 2,000 Satoshi units, so double, maybe triple from where we're at now, very, very possible in my opinion. And Jorge Flores says, is Bone on CoinMarketCap? It is currently not. We're trying to get it out there, but it still has not been listed directly on there. It has not. Get your Bone now while it's cheap, because Bone will be completely minted in 2024. This is true. And then that's when the demand supply, I think it'll be game over from there. I think it will be game over from there. I think it's Amr, says, I hope you're doing great, bro. Please go over staking SHIB on Binance. I actually don't use the Binance platform at all to stake, so I don't know much about it, but yeah, we'll just see. Is Ryoshi token a picture of a cat? No. Ryoshi token, the only way to, so it's not on CoinMarketCap, I don't believe. The only place to look at it right now in terms of price action is DexGuru. And if you go on their website, just make sure you don't. The only place to buy is on ShibaSwap. So you click buy on ShibaSwap directly from their website. It's going to link you up to the swap. And there it is, Ethereum to Ryoshi. The wallet address is all over. So just make sure you're swapping for the right one. There are so many other different Ryoshi tokens. So please, 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 please make sure you're not getting the wrong one. Please. Do not. We're about to break. We're about to take off a zero for Ryoshi. Literally about to happen any given moment. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Congrats to the Ryoshi family. Smash that like button, says George Crozier. Thank you so much, George, man. I appreciate your support. Bobby Miller asks, what is Ryoshi? I feel like I need to make another video just to make sure all the viewers and the subscribers to the channel all have appropriate access, because I think it's unfair. Maybe I didn't cover it enough, but here it is, Ryoshi Vision, and it's something that Shaitoshi talked about in today's update. Redstar7311, thank you for the $5 super chat, my friend. Says, when SHIB goes to 1 cent, do you think it will drop when so many people try to take profits all at once, or would that boost the price higher? I think there is kind of like the ceiling, right, where a lot of people are mentioning Shiba Inu 1 cent as a price target. So if and when it gets there, I think we might see a significant sell-off from that point, but then slowly but surely people will get back into it after said sell-off. So that is something that we need to, of course, take into consideration and see what happens. I appreciate you, George. Yeah, so Ryoshi token right here. So Ryoshi token, the thing about it is, again, it's not a part of the Shiba Inu ecosystem, but it's something that was developed by separate developers than the Shiba ecosystem. But the tokenomics is 1% of every transaction gets redistributed to everyone who has buried SHIB on ShibaSwap. So for all of us SHIB holders that have XSHIB on our wallets because we're burying Shiba Inu and SHIB token, we get 1% of every transaction from the Ryoshi platform. 1% of every transaction gets burned into the SHIB address forever. So there's implemented token burn. So again, that's one thing that excited a lot of people, and it's getting backed by the developers of Shiba Inu and ShibaSwap. Because Ryoshi today, if you guys saw on his Medium post, he talked about it. Right here. Where was it? Here it is. He said, we even watched a new community create a token, Ryoshi Vision, dedicated to our founder. This token has a built-in 1% redistribution and XSHIB holders, redistribution to XSHIB holders into their tokenomics. We encourage these behaviors, tokenomics, and designs because this is one concept that will lead to a 6 or 7 figure total payout to XSHIB holders next week. That's huge for Shibians who aren't even holders of the token. Those are the kind of things we like to hear and see. The things we like to hear and see. And one sec, folks. I think I heard a knock on door. One sec. Weird. I'll be right back. 1 second here, guys. All right, we're back. So that was actually the wife. I thought it was something else. But everybody, for all the folks that tuned in today, for all the ones that are excited for what we have in store, make sure you guys smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. It's almost midnight here, and I told the wife I wouldn't stream for more than an hour, and I definitely did. An hour and 4 minutes, did pretty good there. But regardless, guys, we have a lot to talk about. And tomorrow morning, I'll be making a video for you all regarding just some of the things that Shaitoshi mentioned. Instead of having to, he said, Pop got swatted. Oh, I hope that never happens. No, that's not what happened. It was just my wife. I thought it was something else. I was like, I kind of got a little worried, but thankfully nothing. Happy wife, happy life. Volo status knows it best. But again, thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. I'll make a, if you guys want me to, I'm gonna put out a poll if you guys want me to make a video on how to buy Ryoshi token. Because again, right now this thing has literally been, we're up 50%, folks. 50%. Thankfully, I bought a decent position and we're about to literally eat a zero on this thing. So again, I'll give you guys updates soon. I'll be back hopefully tomorrow morning. 1 cent by December 2021, Monte says. I love it. We'll see what happens. And appreciate everybody. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Click the link in the description below for Patreon if you want to support me and join me on the Patreon journey. Have a lot of fun things coming up for you guys, man. New projects, new potential. And hopefully we're going to see things like Ryoshi in the future that will make us 50 to 70% gains, literally in the span of 3 days, which is crazy, but gotta love it. That's what this market's all about. Cryptocurrency is outpacing any other market out there. Look at this. We're about to eat a zero, literally right now. About to do it. About to do it. We're going to do it live and then maybe I'll end the stream. Let me scroll this down real quick. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right. It's going to happen. 9993. It's going to happen. Probably at some point. But thank you all again for so much for tuning in tonight. Oh. All right. I got a thumbs up. Well, I thought I was going to end the stream, but maybe I can stay on a little bit longer. I don't know. Let's watch this. Let's watch this zero get eaten. That's what I want to see. 9993, folks. Come on. And by the way, I'm going to continue to hold. Thank you, Universal. I appreciate you. Where can we buy Ryoshi? The only place to buy Ryoshi is on Shiba Swap. Make sure you guys understand that. The only place to buy Ryoshi is on Shiba Swap. If Shiba hits a penny, I'll have over. It ate. Somebody said it ate. Here, I'm gonna put up an intra chat. I'm gonna put up an intra chat poll. Do you guys want a video on how to buy Ryoshi token? Yes or no? Ask your community. There we go. You guys answer. I put up a poll in the chat for all the ones that stuck around. Let me know right now. Do you guys want me to make a video on how to buy Ryoshi token? Yes or no? 45 votes so far. 85% say yes. You guys are the ones who get to dictate this. 100% the SHIB army. Because it's unfair that I don't, I think. But if you guys don't want me to, I won't. Because again, there's only 3,000 holders and there's extreme volatility with this token. But my goodness, the potential is crazy. Because everyone knows how to buy SHIB. We're all holding it. But how about, does Coinbase wallet support Ryoshi? It does, Jmart. I currently hold my my Ryoshi tokens in my Coinbase wallet. Because it is an ERC20 token. That's where I'm currently holding mine. %. Ooh. How's the poll doing? 116 votes? 74% say yes, 26% say no. Man. George Crozier, man. ADA has been carrying me too. It has been doing amazing. We'll buy Ryoshi on a dip. Oh yeah, for sure. Gotta love it. Oh, you gotta love it. All right. Did you know Shiba Inu is down 100%? That's crazy. Down 100%? Wow. About $450 of Ryoshi. And Saitama also. CHZ. Yeah. That's why it's kind of scary with a lot of these meme currencies. It's pretty scary to be a part of those different communities. Whew, it's tough. Did you know Inu is down 100%? That's insane. All right, 153 votes, 73% say yes, and 27% say no. Dun, dun. Why does my screen not show? Oh, there it is. We just ate a 0. 1-0 down, 6 zeros to go. My goodness, guys, we are making some phenomenal gains across the market. Although, again, SHIB is currently consolidating, waiting for that next breakout. We have other cryptocurrencies on the way. And remember, one thing that you always got to remember and recognize is it is okay to diversify. Image251 says, yes, you can read it out loud. All right, Image. I'm going to end you guys with this. Image's words, my main man, the legend, the myth. Thank you so much for giving us words like this, but this is what he stated to me on Instagram. So direct message from Mr. Image. I think people are too caught up in the success of Dogecoin, but they soon forget that Doge has been around since 2013. 8 years now. It grew off popularity and low value at that time. Very much true. In SHIB's short life, it has made more foundational moves than Doge has. I think Doge's growth only came from its popularity because we are yet to hear about any projects they are working on. I don't think that they have a team, they have teamwork with them, but only time could tell. Very well said there, Image. If the whole entire SHIB army would stake or bury their tokens, everybody would equally benefit as a whole. Why look at a spike in Cardano price just yesterday when Charles mentioned about the upcoming smart contracts? Also, they have a hard fork coming up in the next months. ADA price spike, and when the market settles, it didn't drop by much at all. I wonder why. I found out 90% of ADA holders have their coins staked. Staking stabilizes the price, which in turn produces constant gains. Staking stabilizes prices, which ultimately leads to constant gains. Image. Very well said, my friend. And that's something that the Shiba Inu developers, the entire ecosystem developers, I'm talking Ryoshi, the initial, in addition, Mr. Shitoshi Kusama, all these guys who came together, these aren't guys who don't know what they're doing. These are very well-established individuals they understand Ethereum's blockchain like not many people do. The fact that Ryoshi was at DEF CON and he met VB, he said, you guys have to kind of take that into consideration. Not a lot of people can just casually go say hi to VB. No, unless you're someone from his potentially inner circle. So yes, Ryoshi isn't a part of this project anymore, but the fact and the reality is, folks, the fact and reality is that staking is something they realized was going to be a necessity to continue to see growth for this ecosystem, And that's what we're seeing every single day. We're seeing more and more individuals holding SHIB, which in turn more and more will also start utilizing the swap. That's inevitably going to happen. So make sure you guys know that for all of us that are buying into SHIB in 2021, the months of May, the months of June, the months of July, the months of August, all of this is going to look like absolutely nothing. Every single dollar that you're putting in today is going to look like absolutely nothing. And again, I'm a man with integrity. I don't say anything that I don't truly mean. And when I say I 110% mean that the future of our cryptocurrency is going to look very bright. Again, I can't tell the future, but with what I'm seeing in terms of just overall sentiments, overall vibes with this community, I can tell you that we're going to see much better days in the near and long-term future. Things are going to look a lot better very quickly. Things are going to get a lot better for us. And I think it's going to be it's a matter of time. The holders, the diamond handers, I'm saying this in 2021 because come back to me in 2024, 2025. And I'm hoping if things end up playing out well, I want to make videos every single day till then. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that the community will continue to grow and we're going to continue to have all of these, all of the excitement that we've been sharing, just, continuity, just continuation of this. And then we're going to look back and say, remember when we were making videos? Remember when we were on these live streams? Remember when we were having discussions about when Shiba Inu was at 5 zeros and 774 Satoshi units? Do you guys remember when Bone was at $1.99 per token? Do you remember when Leash was at $1,100? At that time, Bone would probably be $100, $150, who knows? Leash, $25,000, $30,000, who knows? SHIB, take off a few zeros, maybe even more than that, who knows? But all I'm saying is, when we look at things in retrospect, it's so much easier to tell yourself, man, if only I can go back in time and buy more of those tokens. How many of you have said that for Dogecoin? How many of you have said that for Bitcoin? How many of you have said that for Ethereum, for Cardano, for Ripple, for even Dogecoin, folks? Look at Dogecoin's price action. Look at Dogecoin's price action. It's all-time chart. How many of you guys that are watching the stream right now heard about Dogecoin back in 2019 when it was at 0.01 cent? 0.0, 2 zeros. It knocked off 2 full zeros at 100x. What do I mean 100x? Much more than that. This thing actually, 200, 400x pretty much? Right? Back then, how many of you have heard of it and kept telling yourself when it was way at the top, right when it was approaching $1, that 1000x, that 10x, that 1000x or 10,000% gain? How many of you have said, if only I could go back? I don't want us to be in that group of if onlys. No. Assess your risk tolerance. I'm not a financial advisor. And anybody on the YouTube space are also, none of us are financial advisors. But we're always trying to put you guys on a place that we're in. And all we can say is this. In 2021, we're still very early. Yes, we'll see sell-offs. Yes, we'll see price spikes. Yes, we'll see these things. Assess your risk tolerance. Assess what you're willing to invest into this cryptocurrency. And then make sure you understand what it means to be able to stomach the volatility and what it means to have diamond hands. Those are two extremely important things to always keep in your mind. Keep it in the back of your head. Keep it in your back pocket as a tool moving forward. Because guys, man, oh man, oh man, the future is going to show. Again, only time will tell. Not a single person knows for a fact what's going to happen, but based off sentiments, based off projections for Shiba Inu, things are looking pretty bright for this token, and I'm super duper excited to see where it goes. Super, super excited. Still in its infancy stage, so make sure you're ready for a bumpy ride. For all the new investors, for all the new folks that are in here, make sure you get ready for a pretty bumpy ride. Mr. JJ coming in saying the SHIBARMY. my man, almost midnight here. But we talked a lot today, guys. We talked about Ryoshi, we talked about SHIB, we talked about Saitama, we talked about Leash, we talked about Bone, we talked about a lot of things. But man, we have a lot of things to be excited about, and all I can do is continue to come on this channel, the Europop channel, for all the people that have been joining us. Look at this, guys. Look at what the SHIBARMY has done. The SHIBARMY, Shiba Inu token holders. This is all your guys' work, man. Literally what you guys have done. We're approaching 64,000 subscribers. 64,000 subscribers. That's because of you guys, the ones that are joining me every single day on this journey. I started this channel literally from scratch, December. In the span, and honestly, in May is when things started really taking off. I was at 20,000. I've gained about 40,000, and that's because of you guys. None of this is just me. This channel is not just for me. This channel is for us, the SHIBARMY, and the future that it has in store for all of us. I am so excited because I wanna use this platform and bring you guys on. You guys know that's something that I've been wanting to do, and I want to start doing. I want to start having interviews with SHIBARMY members. What is it that you do? What is it that you're looking for and forward to with this token? Where are we going? What does the future look like? Because again, this is a community-driven cryptocurrency, and we are the community, folks. Each and every one of us. So day by day, month by month, we'll slowly but surely start taking down some of these zeros. And again, we're going to watch our wallets get bigger and bigger and bigger, and hopefully have that generational wealth that we're all chasing, so we no longer have to worry about working for somebody ever again. Imagine that day that we all get to just say, there it is, folks. Putting my chips in, retiring, staying home, doing the things that I've always wanted to do, spend time with family, create a business, real estate, whatever it is that you want to do, man. Whatever it is that you want to do, what you have your mindset on, that's what I'm hoping we'll get out of this cryptocurrency. So we're going to the moon, Pop, says Kelly. Oh, Kelly, I am so sure of it. And I'm so excited for what the future has. That's why I've been able to, with a big smile on my face, come on this channel every single day for the last 3 months without skipping a single day, because of that right there, Kelly. That positivity, that two-way positivity that I see. Yes, from me, but also from you all. The positive feedback that I get on this channel, absolutely, absolutely wonderful. And as George says, the Orc Cloud shot. My man, George, you know what's up, man. You definitely know what's up. So again, guys, thank you so much. Looks like 65% of people would like me to make a video on how to buy a Ryoshi token. And again, I'll phrase it, along the lines of the fact that Ryoshi, or Shaitoshi, was the one who mentioned it on the article today, and then how to buy the token that he mentioned. Because again, a lot of people have been asking, and I think it's only fair that I inform everybody that is part of the channel. So thank you all for tuning in tonight. It has been nothing but fantastic. Tomorrow I'll also be on for a live stream in the morning, hopefully. And we'll do maybe a live stream in the evening as well. Again, gonna spend my time with you guys now. I've been so busy for the last few weeks, just running around like crazy. Been state hopping from state to state, just doing different things. But now finally back home with you guys. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Patreon if you haven't. It's one way to just get in on the plays as soon as we do. It's something that I want to start expanding on as well. So let's see if I pull it up here. Patreon.com/yourpop. There it is. 44 members so far. So we're growing. It's crazy. I appreciate everybody's support. But again, if you just want to join the Patreon to support your boy, to support the SHIB Army, the movement, to start working on projects together via Patreon. We're going to start doing live calls with Patreon members about different tokens that we're all looking at, and then hopefully we can start investing together in those. So if you haven't already, make sure you guys join. Click the link in the description. George, man, I do got to go. I'm going to go record quickly the video on Ryoshi, and then I'm going to head to bed so I can come back on tomorrow morning, George, so we can talk some more, my friend. We're going to come talk some more tomorrow morning. If you guys want early morning, maybe I'll tweet out and see who's awake up in the early hours, maybe 7, 8 a.m., and then we could go live again. Thank you guys all so much for tuning in. Much love to the SHIB Army. I love each and every single one of you guys. One more like to get to 400. Can we get that 400 likes before we end the stream? I think we can. I think we can. Yes, we can. We did it. 407 likes. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. Empress Ebony says, Night Pop, you matter. Empress Ebony, you matter. You guys are the ones that matter. You, the SHIB Army, are the ones that matter, because I love you all so much. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your kindness. And thank you for all your words of encouragement. This is only the beginning for all of us. So until next time, everybody, keep investing. Peace.